This was the difference tonight. We got on the three-point shooters, but when it got inside, Marek was fabulous in there. He's playing with a bad finger. He fractured, a little fracture on his non-shooting hand. And he just taped it up and went and played. I mean, he couldn't really do much on offense, but his defense was tremendous. He rebounded it, helped us on the offensive end. He was great. You know, he was just great tonight. You know, Jesse's going to get there. He's going to help us down the road. He's just not ready right now, but he will help us. This game, they played one big guy and four guards, so we're going to go with a smaller lineup. And the game decided, Alan Griffin just decided the game for us. He went out and he shoots like that in practice. He hasn't had a game like that. I mean, he's had a couple. Obviously, he had 20 the first half against Georgia, or, I don't know, not Georgia Tech, but somebody. And, so he's capable. And tonight he just, made tough shots, nothing but net. And, he's a good shooter. He finally got a roll on the last one. But the main thing was that we guarded the three-point line, and yet we were still not getting hurt inside, and we didn't get hurt on the boards. They played more shooters in the second half, which they had to get points, and that helps our rebounding. So, and we covered, for the most part, the shooters really, really well. But, we knew Buddy had an advantage. On Hemingway, he's guarding Buddy, and he's their best shooter. I'm glad Buddy could take it in there and get him, out of the game because he couldn't stop him. And, that was a big key. But a really good game, with especially Kadari's knee was hurt. He didn't know if he could go before the game. He said he could try, and I thought he moved pretty well. I thought Joe did a really good job. As I've said all year, we need both those guys. I mean, they didn't play together, and Kadari had 5 and Joe had 7. Joe had 7 assists. Kadari had 4. So that's pretty good play out of the point guard position. We need both those guys. We've said that from day one, and nothing's changed. I thought Quincy started out looking for threes, and he can make a three, but right now he's still shooting about 20% in the league from the three. So when he gets inside, like he did in the second half, he really helps our team. He makes a difference in there. And he was physical. He rebounded it. And I just thought he was really good. It was just a really good win. Clemson, other than that pause, has just really probably been the best team in the league, other than those 3 games they lost in the pause when they just came back and couldn't get anything going. So they're a good team, really good team. But our defense was good today. That was the difference. And, we had enough offense to win. Questions?
Thank you, Coach. Our first question is from Stephen Shoemaker.
Coach, earlier in the season when you played Clemson, you lost by double digits. This time around, you returned the favor, winning by double digits. What does it say about the fight that your team has as the regular season has wrapped up now?
Well, we fought hard. This team's fought hard all year. We started out the year, we had to fight to scrape out wins. The reason we didn't play Jesse early in the year, we're playing small teams, and they were pushing our zone out. We had to have a mobile team, and Marek was great, and that's how we got through Buffalo and Bryant. And those games could have been losses, which could have put us really in nowhere land. But I think Jesse's got a great future. I think he's going to be really good, and he might be really good the next game. So he is getting there, but he's just still learning the game and getting his hands up. He committed 2 fouls in 2 minutes because he's still not quite sure where he's got to be and where his hand position is sometimes, but he's learning. But again, this team, Clemson down there, I watched the tape the other day, and I really didn't even want to play the game. They made 7 turnaround jump shots in the foul line area, 7 for 7. 4 different guys made it. And today they missed, that's normally a hard shot. North Carolina was 2 for 14 in the foul line area. And today Clemson, missed those for the most part. They hit a couple, but they missed them for the most part. But I thought when they did get it in, we were better defensively, making them take a tough shot, coming over to help better. I just think our defense was really good. I thought it was good against Carolina. We just give up so many offensive rebounds to them, those big guys. But Clemson went with a smaller team to get shooting in there, and that doesn't hurt us much on the boards. We don't get hurt as much inside. But again, this team's fought hard every game. They've battled it, even when we've lost on the road and we got beat badly. Obviously, in a couple games, they've played with a lot of heart. They've gotten better. Buddy's gotten better. I thought from the 18-day COVID pause, Buddy was shooting the best I've ever seen him shoot, and then he came back from that and wasn't really good. Then he got sick, and he was weak and didn't shoot good. He was shooting 25%, 24%. When he got healthy, he's been almost 50% from the three over the last number of games, whether it's 10, 12, I'm not sure. Tonight he missed some. He had some good looks from the three, but he made them when we really needed them. But he's just gotten better, getting in the lane and finishing over people. He's been really good there, really good there. But Allen and him were really good tonight, and everybody else did their job defensively. Defense is a five-man opportunity. It's a five-man group that everybody has to play defense, and tonight we did. And, Clemson's a pretty good shooting team. I mean, Honor made 6, I think, down there. He was the primary guy we wanted to stop, and he didn't make a 3. I think he made 5 in the first half down there against us. He was the primary guy. Hemingway and Dawes were the other 2 good shooters, and they are good shooters. But, we just played so much better here, and that happens sometimes. We've been really good at home. We shouldn't have lost any games at home this year. We gave away 1, but it is what it is.
Next question from Donna DeToda.
I actually unraised my hand because I can't hear anything out here. I'm wondering about defense, and I was wondering about the activity level of Allen in particular today, Jim. What you saw from him and what you saw from Quincy as well, guarding around the basket and in the lane.
I thought we were better. Inside, getting back in and helping in the lane, but then also getting out to the shooters. So, yeah, this was good, much better. I think we played really well. I thought we played really well at Georgia Tech. I think Georgia Tech's really, really good, and, we just weren't quite good enough on offense down there, and they're really good. But, I think our defense is getting better overall, but we really, against the bigger teams, Jesse can really help us, and I think he will. I thought Robert was good today. Robert came in and knocked down a 3 right away, made a good pump fake. I've been trying to get Buddy to learn that, pump fake and then let the guy foul you. We just haven't learned it yet. But I thought Robert was really good today. He did a great job for us in those minutes. I mean, he might have only got 9 minutes, but he got a rebound. He scored 5 points, and I just thought he was real active defensively as well.
Next question from Joshua St. Croix.
Hi, Coach. You mentioned Allen. He had 19 of his 22 after halftime, hit 5 threes in the second half. What did you see that allowed him to really get going in the second half?
He can do that. He's done it in practice. He's a great shooter. I thought he got better looks. I thought we helped him get some better looks, and I just thought he was sometimes he just shoots it to shoot it, and he rushes it, and you don't make those shots. Buddy does that too. But I thought he got perfect release on his shots in the second half, and I was surprised when he missed that one. I mean, he got a good roll on one, which shooters sometimes get. But I just thought he was there. He was in the zone. He had 2 easy looks. Then he had a tough look, and then he had a great drive. I've been trying to encourage him to drive a little bit more, and he did. He got to the basket on a fast break. Allen was really good today, and he was good in all aspects, and he didn't really force anything. And I think he's learning the game. I think it's been a lot to do, a lot of things to go through and get him to this point. But today he was great today. Clemson's a really good team, really good team.
Our next question is from Mike Waters.
Jim, I was wondering, with Virginia Tech having to postpone its game against Louisville today, has there been any discussion about adding a game on Saturday for you guys with the conference, or would you even want to at this point?
We're pretty beat up. I think there's games all scheduled. I haven't seen that, any games are canceled yet for Saturday. But we've just had a difficult week. I mean, we play, Saturday, Monday, Wednesday is tough for our team. I think it would be very hard to play a game Saturday for us. And I certainly don't want to play somebody we played twice already. That makes no sense to me. So I don't think that's something that will happen. But, I mean, you never know for sure.
Next question from Stephen Bailey.
Hey, Jim, a similar question about Allen. Was that a point of emphasis at halftime at all, getting him going, or is it just a product of how things kind of played out?
Yeah, I mean, we had a play or two set up for him, and he hit right away, and then they looked for him. They did a great job. We've done a much better job of looking for the guy that's got it going. Kadari did a great job when Buddy got that going in the lane to get him the ball and let him try to get back in there again. So, yeah, I mean, but Allen can, when he gets space and gets the good shot, he just sometimes takes the first shot, which isn't there, and I think he's become more patient and moving the ball better. And I think, again, when Quincy gets inside and gets on the boards, he's very difficult for other teams to handle. And he can shoot a three, but we don't want him to shoot three to start the game. If he gets a good look, good. If not, then we got to start going inside. And then maybe later in the game when you establish a rhythm, you get another one. But there's a reason you're open at the three-point line.
Next question from Mark Larson.
Hey, Coach, a common thought out there is that these two wins, North Carolina, Clemson, were really important for your NCAA tournament
I'm sure.
resume. Can you give me an opinion on that?
I'm sure they're important.
Where do you think your team stands?
I don't look at that because I see teams I see a team that's 0-8 on the road this year, and they're in the tournament or on the edge. I don't pay any attention to that stuff anymore. I see teams with even winning or losing records that are still in there. I mean, all that stuff is just speculation. All I know for sure is I think today, I think we're 11-2 in quad 2 and 3 win games, which is pretty good. We haven't won quadrant 1 games, but we've won all those in 2 and 3. We've had no bad losses, and we have no quadrant 4 losses. So I mean, I think we've done a lot. I really do. I think it's going to be very hard to pick the tournament this year. I think our league's not getting enough respect. That's just part of it. I think we have a lot of good teams. We don't have the great team this year. We have a lot of good teams. And, we'll see how it all plays out at the end.
Our next question is from Matthew Gutierrez.
Hey, Jim, just wanted to ask you on Quincy and Allen, if you could expand a little bit on their defensive growth, especially the past, couple games, and what Quincy and Allen have been able to do as defensive guys on the wing. It seems like they've, balanced getting out to shooters.
I think they're getting better. They still make some mistakes, and that's normal, but I think they're getting better. I think our guards are rotating really well. Our guards did an unbelievable job tonight. They were the key. They got to the shooters. They got right to the shooters from the very beginning. Didn't let them get comfortable. And Hemingway got a couple in the corner that said, forward center combination of things. But I think our whole team has gotten better. But hasn't been as good as we needed it all year. But I think we have gotten better as a team. And I think it's hard to go 9-7 in this league. I think it's a difficult league, very difficult. And I think these guys have done a great job this year.
Our next question is from Anthony Doe.
But if I had played Jesse and Kadari, we'd probably be 22-2 now. I just didn't see that And I couldn't figure that out by myself after 45 years. I need a reporter to figure that out who's never played basketball and is 5'2".
Go ahead, Anthony, with your question.
My question is about slow starts. You guys trailed by 9 in 7 of the last 9 first halves. How important was getting off to a better start and having more defensive intensity to start the game?
Well, neither team could make anything. Basically, is how the game started. They missed everything, and we missed everything, and it was just tough. It was just tough. Robert hit a big 3, and then he hit the 2 free throws. Those were big points in that first half. Those were really big. Joe hit a big 3. We got great rebounds and threw them out. Buddy missed, and we threw it out again, and Joe hit it. That's what we want to do in those situations. We threw it out a few times. I mean, Buddy had a bad night, which luckily we could afford it. He got good looks. I mean, if this was the shooting night he had against North Carolina, he would have had 8 threes tonight. He had really good looks, but he was really good getting to the basket, and that's good too. But, I mean, yeah, you never want to get off to a slow start. In some games, we just haven't been very good in the beginning of the game. And we don't get easy baskets. We usually have to make some threes or some tough shots to get points on the board. So sometimes it's hard to get off to that great start that you want to get off to.
Our final question is from Tommy Sladek.
Jim, does the timing of this break work out in your team's favor, considering, like you said, you have some guys banged up?
Huge. Yeah, this is a big for us. I mean, we've been going really hard. I mean, obviously, Georgia Tech, North Carolina, those games were all-out physical battles, and this one tonight, they're real physical, tough team. Yeah, I mean, we can use the break. There's absolutely no doubt. I think Kadari's really needs it. His leg, he was a warrior today. He was limping the whole locker room the whole time, and I just said try it, and I wasn't sure to go back with him, but he gutted it out. He really did. But Joe was really, really good today. I mean, really, this is one of the, in terms of overall performances Joe had. He got the ball to people, no turnovers, 7 assists. He got 3 rebounds, and it was really good. But like I said, I don't know anything, but both these guards have to play and have to help us. But I've only been here 50 years, so I mean, I don't know. I don't know. And I love it. My son tells me all the Twitter comments against me. I just want you to know I don't follow Twitter. We had somebody that Twittered a lot the last 4 years, and I don't believe too much in that medium. You even call that a medium? I guess you might have to.